Hey there guys, I'm back to another video. Today I'm here showcasing my PlayStation 4 collection. I did one about a year ago, but since then I think my PS4 collection has grown. Not exponentially, but I have gotten a couple of games here and there. So let's start off from the left going to the right. So we got A Way Out. This game came out this year. This is definitely one of the more interesting games that came out this year, and I think it kind of went under the radar after it came out. If you haven't played this game and you have a friend, whether it's online or locally or whatever, try this game out. It's honestly not that bad. It will last you like maybe a couple of hours worth of gameplay, but the story that it tells and how the gameplay is done and everything like that is really interesting and really good. I did a whole game review on it, so if you want to go check that out, it's available on this channel. But yeah, I'm definitely glad that I picked it up and played it with a good friend of mine. So, Assassin's Creed Origins. I actually bought this during like one of the price errors, which you'll see a trend here. Websites have like price errors, whether it's Best Buy or Amazon. I think I bought this from Best Buy. I think the price error was for like 10, maybe even like $20 or something like that. And this was like the year that it came out, so last year. And I was like, I'm gonna buy it because I actually do want to go and play this game, but it's still sealed. I haven't gotten a chance to try it out because I heard that this was actually a pretty good Assassin's Creed game. And you know, a return to the series and everything like that. I heard Odyssey isn't all that great, but I heard that this one, Origins, is actually pretty good. Batman Arkham Knight, I did a full game review on this as well on this channel. This is definitely my least favorite within the Arkham series, mainly because they were like hyping up the Batmobile and everything like that, and I was like, yeah, we get to finally use the Batmobile in a Batman game. And the Batman mobile sections are really bland and dumb and repetitive. They weren't all that fun to play through, if I can say that. And I did not enjoy myself when I was in the Batmobile because it was literally you're just killing these wave after wave of just enemies, and it just got really annoying. And the plot got really predictable at a certain point because they start like hinting at who the Arkham Knight is like really soon instead of like, you know, just like letting it happen. Because I'm pretty sure even without that like hinting stuff, some people would have figured it out who it was. But because they like hinted at it so much, I was just like, oh, it's this guy, you know. So, but overall, Arkham Knight is definitely a disappointing ending to the Arkham series, but overall, the Arkham series as a whole is still, you know, one of the greatest superhero game franchises of all time. The Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. Now, this was something that was extremely hyped up, and I'm very excited for the Spyro Reignited Trilogy, but the Insane Trilogy, my god, this is some good stuff. My favorite within the series still is Crash 2. Crash 1 I actually never finished before playing this trilogy. And yeah, I'm finally glad that I got a chance to, you know, sit down and just finish the first game in the series. And yeah, that was really, really fun. I really had a great time with this trilogy. I didn't like 100% it or anything like that. I kind of just played through all three of the games. And I even like replayed. So after I did my first playthrough, not like 100%, just like beat every single one of the games, I did it again to go and get footage and everything like that. Just going to make sure that like my feelings on the games were like solid for the review. And also I just wanted to have an excuse to play the games over again. So, but yeah, if you haven't checked this game out, it's available on multiple platforms now. It's not just on PlayStation, it's on Xbox, Switch, and PC. Detroit Become Human. This was a game that came out this year, and I love graphic adventure, you know, choice-based games and all this other stuff. I've never played a Quantic Dreams game before. So going into Detroit, I was like, how is this game going to play out? And I really enjoyed it. I had a great time with it. If you want to check out my video on it, it's available on this channel once again. But yeah, you pretty much take control of these three characters. Connor, god damn it, I forget her name. I know that's Connor, and then, alright, whatever. I forget their names already because it's been a while since I've played the game and, you know, seen anything on it. But I know Connor because he's memed a lot and I got him killed a lot as well. But anyways, this game's great. I really enjoyed it. If you haven't checked it out and you love, you know, choice-based games, and this game actually makes like your choices literally matter because there's multiple endings and multiple pathways, and you get to go and see those multiple pathways at the end of a checkpoint. So it is really, really cool. Doom, I bought this on Black Friday at Best Buy for like $15-$20 or something like that, but this was a game that I really wanted to go and check out, and I played a little bit of it. If you guys can see, there's like a huge like gash in it. I guess when they were like unpacking it, they like sliced the box open, and this was on top. So unlucky me, I actually did not see that when I bought it. So, but anyways, yeah, I played a little bit of it. It's pretty good. I did have a good time with it. I know that they're making a sequel right now, so I cannot wait to go and see on how that turns out. But yeah, hopefully I could finish that before the sequel does arrive. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. I bought this during a Black Friday at Best Buy once again, and yeah, I bought it, and I actually did play some online with a friend, and it was fun, but it was a little convoluted. Like, it wasn't like streamlined like a lot of the online stuff these days. I have no idea why they can't just make doing online for certain games really easy. But yeah, Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, even just doing the single player stuff, I had a great time with, probably because I'm a huge Dragon Ball fan, and, just playing through the story again as like my old character, and, it's a little bit different and all this other stuff. But yeah, I really did have a great time with this game. I wonder if they're going to make a third one. Maybe not. It's been a while since they've done a Dragon Ball Xenoverse game, so, especially since the first and second game are very similar. The second game is obviously the better one because they just like improved on it so much. I actually did do a minute review on this game, which I haven't done a minute review in a while. But if you want to go check that video out, you can. God of War 3 Remastered. This is my favorite within the God of War series still. And I bought this, I believe, once again on a Black Friday on Amazon or something like that. And yeah, I pretty much got to replay God of War 3, or got a reason to replay God of War 3, but on my PS4. And yeah, again, the game still looks great, and it is still my favorite God of War game out of all of them because the gameplay, the story for this one's pretty much him trying to kill all of the gods. So you can't get any more simpler than that for a God of War game. And yeah, so there's that. The new God of War game, the one that just came out this year, God of War 4, or just God of War PS4, whatever you want to call it. My feelings on the game, I have a video on it once again, but it's a good game. I'm not like too thrilled or like too like into it, I guess, to really like dive into it, because I literally skipped all of the side stuff, because like when I play a God of War game, I'm literally just like trying to play for like the main story, and like the gameplay for this game, it's pretty fun. You actually have to like think about the combat a little bit more instead of just mashing the square button and like doing combos or whatever. You actually have to think about the gameplay, and like the story. I really did like it. I'm not gonna lie, I really did like where the story was going. It's in Norse mythology and all of this other stuff, and the things with Kratos and his son, Atreus, I believe is his name. So, but yeah, they're definitely going to make a sequel to this one. But, I know that some people were a little bit bummed out on like that secret ending. I'm not going to spoil it or anything like that. But some people were like, yeah, they probably shouldn't have done that. That should have been like the main ending. That would have been like really cool. But once again, they're saving it for a sequel. So I cannot wait to go and see what they do in that one. But still, if you haven't checked out this new God of War game, you definitely should. I'm not too crazy about it, but I do recognize that this is a pretty good game. Let me just go and talk about these two games back to back. So I got Gravity Rush Remastered and Gravity Rush 2. So the reason I wanted to go and get into this series is because I saw Gravity Rush 2 on Best Buy on sale for like $20 or something like that, and I was like, that's a pretty good deal. Especially since this game, I believe it came out. Wait, it's pretty old, but it recently had a price drop of $20. So I was like, all right, might as well go and check the series out. It's a great time. How much is the first game? Oh my god, the physical version for Gravity Rush Remastered is a lot of money. So I happened to find a copy on Amazon from like their warehouses, like used or whatever, for like $60 or something like that, which is like or like maybe even more than that. I forget exactly how much, but I spent a lot of money on this physical copy, mainly because it was a Amazon exclusive for the physical version, and on top of that, I had a feeling that this is definitely going to be a collector's item in the near future. So I was like, this would be a great piece within my PlayStation 4 collection. And on top of that, I want to go and play Gravity Rush. So I haven't tried it out yet, but I heard some pretty good things about this series, and I cannot wait to go and finally dive into it, especially since now that once I finish the first one, I got the second one to boot up. Horizon Zero Dawn. This was a game that really came out of nowhere for me. I was not looking out for this game. When I first saw it, I was like, wow, it's like robots and all of this other stuff. It looks really cool. And then it kind of just like shadow dropped on me. Like, I really didn't see it coming out. I wasn't really excited for it. And then it dropped, and people were like talking about it and all this other stuff. I forget exactly where I bought this, but I'm pretty sure I bought it on sale. Oh, yeah. So what happened was Best Buy had it on sale on their website. It sold out on the website. So what I did was I went to the store. They marked it up as full price still. So what I did was I price matched it with their own website. So I pretty much got it for $20. So yeah, and the game is pretty good. I actually enjoy doing some of these side quests and side missions on all that other stuff. The combat is pretty good. Obviously, it's an open world game, so if you don't have time for that kind of stuff, stay away from this game, because there's a lot to do within this game, and even getting through like the main story will take a while. And if you just try to do that, you won't get enough levels to do certain missions. So I'm glad that they did that. Like, they blocked certain missions behind certain level caps, so you actually are forced to level yourself out. To go and make sure that you're strong enough for a certain mission. But then again, they could have just like made the missions not that hard. But anyways, the game is still pretty good. I really did like it. The story, I really couldn't follow it. I'm not going to lie. The story was kind of all over the place for me. And once I finally got like to the conclusion or like the climax, I was like, what the hell is going on? So, but yeah, Horizon Zero Dawn, it is, a very good game at that. So, Infamous Second Son. This is the collector's edition box that I got here. So, quick story time. So I did not have a launch PS4, but this was a launch PS4 game, and there's a collector's edition attached to it. So what I did was I pre-ordered this at GameStop, and I did not own a PS4 for like a year or something like that. So I literally just had this game waiting for it to be played. So, because I was that big of a Infamous fan, and I'm still a big Infamous fan. I'm still a big Sucker Punch fan as a whole. I love Sly Cooper, and I cannot wait for that Ghost of Tsushima game from them. But Second Son, this game is actually pretty good. It's not as good as the other Infamous game. It's definitely better than the first game, but it's not better than the second game. And the reason I say that is because this game actually doesn't get that much praise. I know that there's a lot of people that really don't like it, but personally, I really enjoyed it. I had a great time with it. Maybe it's because the storyline, it involves like two brothers and all of this other stuff, and on top of that, I really did like Desmond, I believe it is his name. I can't even see the name of his, or Delson, Desmond, Delson. I really did like the Delson character, and all of the other characters, the villains, and all that stuff. So I really did have a great time with this game. And I would, if someone told me, you should probably go back and play it and, see again, I probably would, because I probably would enjoy myself. But anyways, I really did like Infamous Second Son. Maybe that's because I'm a Sucker Punch fanboy or what, but there's that. Knack. I have no idea why I bought this game. I bought this game at Best Buy, like randomly, like just on a day. I saw this sitting on the shelf, and I was like, this would be a great video to make. And then it took me a while to finally just sit down and play through the game, because it was so bad. So the reason why this game is bad is because its target audience is for kids, but even as like a 19-year-old, almost 20-year-old man, this game was actually kind of hard to get through at points. The difficulty spikes so randomly, and like just playing through the game was just like a chore in and of itself. But yeah, and like the story that it was telling was like really monotonous. Like it really didn't do much for me. It really was just made to go and keep the game going. And by the end of it, I was kind of just like, well, that's Knack 1. Because they made a sequel. And supposedly that game is a lot better. But unfortunately, it is clouded by the legacy of this game. Because it was so bad that really no one wants to go and, touch it. So, but maybe one day I'll finally sit down, or maybe one day I'll finally buy the second game and sit down and play that, because the first game wasn't all that great. I'll just put it at that. So, moving on, we got Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 4. Bought this during a Black Friday sale at Best Buy. I actually think I bought it at the same time I bought Dragon Ball. But yeah, Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 4. So, I don't watch Naruto, I don't read Naruto. This is pretty much my only way I know the Naruto characters and the story is through the games. And I don't mind doing that, because I really do like just like playing through the games and seeing how the story plays out without any of the filler or anything like that. But yeah, this was a pretty good conclusion, I guess, to the Naruto series. It's pretty much like all of the other games in terms of gameplay, but the story was pretty much what I was looking for. And yeah, Naruto Shippuden came to an end. And yeah, pretty fun game. If you have played any of the previous Ultimate Ninja Storm games, you know what you're getting into. Ratchet & Clank PS4. This was a movie tie-in game for a movie that was based on the game. So, if you can handle that, that is pretty much what this game is about. And it's pretty good. This is pretty much the most refined Ratchet & Clank game they've done since Into the Nexus, which was their last Ratchet & Clank game on the PS3. But yeah, this is a pretty good Ratchet & Clank game. I have no idea if they're going to make more Ratchet & Clank games on the PS4. I would love if they just did a brand new, just like trilogy of games. But recently they just dropped Spiderman, which I'll talk about very soon. But yeah, I love Insomniac Games, whatever they do next, whether it comes to a new PlayStation exclusive, a multi-platform game, whatever. I'm pretty sure that they're going to do great with whatever they do. So I really did like this Ratchet & Clank game. It was a little weak on the story because it is based on the movie, which the movie was subpar, but overall the game was, pretty good. Sonic Forces. Oh boy. So I pre-ordered this game because this was pretty much the next big 3D Sonic game since like Sonic Generations for me. I did not buy Sonic Lost World or any other games in between that. I actually did buy Sonic Boom, admittedly, but this was like the next big 3D Sonic game. And what it was shaping up to be, like a brand new like dark sort of story for Sonic Forces, with like Eggman is now one. He's taking control of the world, as it says on the back of the box art, and you get to create your own character, which is something that a lot of Sonic fans have been wanting. Not me. I've never created my own Sonic character, my own Sonic OC. But hey, I'm pretty sure that this was great with the kids. And yeah, personally, it's not my favorite Sonic game. It's not my least favorite Sonic game. It's just like a really bad Sonic game. The modern Sonic sections, there's problems with it. The classic Sonic sections I thought that they were good in my review, but looking back, oh my god, what was I saying? The classic Sonic sections definitely need to work as well. The create your own character sections were just a drag to play through. But if you want to know my full thoughts, once again, game review in the description below, along with some other games that I did not plug earlier. But anyways, Spider-Man PS4. This was Insomniac's big project that they've been working on for a while now, and it finally dropped. I have the collector's edition sort of steelbook case here. It's in my PS4 right now. But yeah, this game, it's great. It's fantastic. I love it. This is definitely my game of the year so far. There really wasn't anything I really disliked about the game. Like, even like the Mary Jane section, which is something that I hear a lot of people complain about. I honestly really like those sections. They were like fun little pace breakers, and I really didn't mind doing them. Like, obviously, I was like, oh no, we're going into a Mary Jane section, and then I would just play through it, and I was like, I was having a good time. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, Spider-Man PS4, once again, full game review in the description below. Tearaway Unfolded. This is a great platformer. I really do like this game. I haven't finished it. I've actually restarted this game multiple times, but every single time I restart it, I put it back down, and then I come back to it like months later, and I forget how to play. So once again, I'm in that situation again. It's been months since I've touched it, but every single time I pick it back up, I really do like this game. And this was like a port from a PS Vita game. So yeah, if you like platformers and you like, like cutesy little like craft platformers, which is pretty much what this is, check it out. It's not that bad. Rise of the Tomb Raider. It's still sealed. Bought it on the PS4 because I know that this was a Xbox One exclusive for a bit, and then it came out on the PS4 and PC and all that other stuff. I played the first Tomb Raider on my brother's PC because it was powerful enough to run it, and I pretty much sat down and played it all day until I finished it. So, Rise of the Tomb Raider, obviously, you can see it's still sealed. Haven't touched it yet, but I have heard some pretty good things about it, so one day I'll check it out. Uncharted, the Nathan Drake Collection, pretty much the first 3 games in one package. If you haven't played the Uncharted series, just pick this game up. It's pretty cheap nowadays. It's under $20, I believe. But yeah, 3 solid games. Definitely the second one shines above all of them, in my opinion. The first game is definitely a good starting point. The second game just is a big leap, and then the third game is sort of like a continuation of what the second game did, but not much of a leap in like gameplay, story, graphics, or anything like that. So, but yeah, definitely a solid series. And the fourth game to end it all off was great. I really did like it. This was a really, really good send-off to Nathan Drake as a character and all of the other characters within the Uncharted series. I honestly thought the third game did a decent job at like sending all of the characters off. It was sort of like implied as to like where they were going next, but this was sort of more of a last Ruha adventure and a much more solid conclusion for these characters, if I can say that. A spin-off to the Uncharted series, The Lost Legacy. It's good. It's not exactly amazing or spectacular or anything like that, but it's a decent game. It follows Chloe and Nadine, pretty much 2 of the female characters, and you get to see on how they get mishmashed in this sort of game and how it all came about. So yeah. Watch Dogs. I actually have this game still sealed. I bought this on Amazon like years ago. This was when I had like 3 PS4 games, including this one. So it's been a very, very long time since I've, actually even noticed that I own this game. But yeah, I know that this game has a lot of flaws. I know Watch Dogs 2 is a lot better. But I sort of just bought it on a whim because I was like, it's on sale. It was like really cheap, like $10 or something like that. So, but yeah, haven't opened it yet, haven't touched it because once again, it's an open world game and I don't want to open it, get into it, and then forget where it was. Ukulele. This was another price error. I believe I bought this on Amazon for like less than $20. So I bought it, I opened it, I haven't touched it yet. I was actually planning on playing it, but Splatoon 2 came out, so that sort of took up my time, and I haven't had a reason to really play it since. Maybe I will to go and do a video on it before the year ends out, but yeah, so this was definitely a game that I want to try out because I've never played a Banjo-Kazooie game. Like, I have a fresh opinion on this game. There's no, like, bias towards, like, how the previous games did it from Rare or how the original developers at Playtonics did that game. I could really just look at this game with a fresh mind and not much of a bias as a lot of people have, I would say. Everyone has a bias, which having a bias is not a good thing nor a bad thing. It's just within the nature in us. We all have a bias towards something. We all have our likes and dislikes. It's sort of hard to avoid them. Last 2 games here, we got Life is Strange, Before the Storm. I literally bought this game. As you can see, it's still sealed. I literally bought this game so I could get these 2 little figures of Chloe and Rachel. Because this was like a pre-order bonus if you bought it. So I was like, I love Life is Strange. And Before the Storm was not made by Don't Nod. It was made by Deck 9. But this was still a great game. I really did like it. It really did tie a lot of the things together within the first Life is Strange. It sort of showed you everything before Life is Strange one, which is what it was supposed to do, and it did a pretty good job at it. It was very impressive, touching. I can't pronounce that word there, but yeah, this was a great game. And it even comes with the first Life is Strange game here. So if you want to go and get into the series, I guess you could try to track yourself down a copy of the limited edition. I have no idea if the base game comes with all of this other stuff. I doubt it, but yeah, I've yet to open it. I know that there's an art book in here and several other things, but yeah, I literally bought the game just so I could go and get these little figures here. And last game here, Kingdom Hearts 2.8. Haven't opened it yet. I literally bought this because it was a price error on Amazon along with Ukulele. So, but yeah, haven't touched it. And I'm not really into the Kingdom Hearts series if you want to know my opinion on it. So, but yeah, that is pretty much my entire PlayStation 4 collection. If you guys would like, you can subscribe. New videos are posted every Saturday. Follow my social medias, Facebook and Twitter. But yeah, live streaming, twitch.tv. I will try to get back into it as soon as possible. It's just something that I need to sort out within myself and within my actual schedule. So yeah, I think that is about it. Thank you guys for watching this video once again. See you guys next time with more videos. Game on, gamers.